I'm outside of the citadel of Mycenae today, and I want to talk a little bit about the city and its long, long history. But we mostly focus on the time of Agamemnon, on the time of the founding of Mycenae, and for the first several hundred years. So, from about 1700 BC till about 1300. But for more than 1200 years, life went on here in Mycenae. So what that means is that all around the outside of the citadel, there's evidence of subsequent generations of Mycenaeans, let's say. Here we have a beehive tomb. This is not the tomb of Atreus, the treasury of Atreus. This is another one of the several that have been found here in Mycenae. But what I want to show you is this semicircle right here that you can just see going across from one side, going across to the other. Now, in the 4th century BC, people were still living here, so this was about 1200 years after these tombs were created. And the tombs were buried underneath dirt to look like a hillside. So what did people do in the 4th century BC? They built a theater right here on these slopes. The theater, the stage would have been down here. Look at the view, fantastic over the plain of Argos in the distance. You can see the sea as well. But what these seats are what this semicircular bit here are the seats. They're the only row of seats that still survives from that 4th century BC theater. There where the VIPs sat, so up above them would have been other seats. You have to remember that this bit here would have been covered in dirt. They didn't know that there was a tomb underneath it, so they used the natural slope of this hill that had the tomb under it that was at least 1,000 years older, and they created a theater here. So this is just some evidence of the layers and layers of history that exist here at Mycenae, and that most people don't really focus on. They focus on the period of Agamemnon, of the Trojan War, and so on.